One of my favorite snacks is to blend down some nuts. Usually I just only do walnuts, but today I'm in the mood. I bought this big old bag of cashews, so I'm gonna blend down just a few. I'm just gonna take them simply and put them in a skillet. Grace is coming over in the dry skillet. And they're gonna roast. But you gotta stir it, okay? You gotta stir it so they don't burn. And then what you throw in? Date syrup. When I tell y'all, just pouring the date syrup on there and it bubbles over and then let it cool. Oh my goodness. See? Get it down to the likeness of your toasting and what you want. And then while the nuts are warm, you can turn the heat off at this point because you don't want them to burn. You're going to go ahead and add in your date syrup as much as you like. I mean, for the amount of nuts I threw in, it was probably like at least a cup and a half worth. I mean, look at that. This is a big skillet. So yeah. And the walnuts obviously cook faster because they're smaller. The cashews, throw them in first because they were bigger. I wanted them more chunkier. And those were salted cashews, so no need to like sprinkle light salt on. But the heat is off, but that warmth of the heat definitely allowed it to mesh together. Now I'm going to remove it completely from the heat and let it cool. As it cools, this tightens up and it becomes like a bark. A low glycemic, sweetened, lightly salted bark. Yum. Here's another quick tip. I took the mixture and I just put it on my parchment paper. You could use wax paper too, but I really don't even keep wax paper in the house. Like I used to, but this parchment works just fine. Yeah, and cool it out. I'm flattening mine. If you leave them as big chunks, it's gonna dry up like that. Okay, like it's gonna congeal down, and yeah, be like, we can make little balls that way if you want. If you want to make some of these for your kids' lunch, well, I guess some kids, depending on what school they go to, they say don't pack nuts and stuff because allergens, which I understand. Yet, yeah, and just let it cool, and it's gonna be like a little candy bark, a little nut bark, basically. Low glycemic, very, very lightly salted, and then you can put some pepper flakes up in here, make it get a little spice. Get creative with it. No oats in here. This is just nuts, cashews, and date syrup.